Chapter 3 in Environmental Studies, the different sources of energy which are being used by us. The different sources of energy which are used by human beings, they are discussed in this chapter, and how are they related to environment, that is mentioned here. So in this you will study about generation of energy, renewable and non-renewable sources of energy, then natural gas and its advantage over fossil fuels. The natural gas is the CNG, which you have heard, which is used as a fuel. What are the uses of CNG? That will be discussed here. Now the first part of the chapter deals with that energy is one of the most important resource on the earth, and energy is required for in every phases of our life. We need energy to perform different types of work, and all the inventions are totally dependent on the successful use of energy. Energy has made possible for the comfort of modern life. It can be converted from one form to another form. So there are different sources of energy. For instance, usable mechanical or electrical energy is produced by many kinds of devices. We use energy in our homes for cooking food, running electrical. So there are different ways in which energy is used in our homes. The demand of energy is increasing day by day because of the growth in population and the development in the technical field. So what has to be done? A large part of energy provided by a large part of energy which is used by human beings is produced by burning of fuels. Now from where do you get this energy? Generation of energy. Energy is generated both from renewable and non-renewable sources. The renewable and non-renewable sources you have studied earlier, the sources of energy which cannot be renewed by human beings, they are renewable. Which cannot be renewed are called non-renewable. Coal and petroleum are the main sources of energy which are used by man in industries. Solar energy can be used for operating solar cookers. Biomass can be used. So there are different sources of energy which have been discussed here. There are many sources of energy which are discussed, like renewable and non-renewable. Renewable sources of energy are which can be renewed. They are also called non-conventional sources of energy, and examples of non-conventional sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy, and hydroelectricity. The non-renewable sources of energy are coal, petroleum, natural gas, diesel, kerosene. They all are non-conventional sources of energy. Now what is described here is the renewable sources. The growing concern over the world's ever increasing energy need and is the depletion of resources, because the population is growing. So human beings are continuously using the resources, and therefore these resources are continuously decreasing in the earth. The uncertainty of the petroleum products and supply are dramatically brought to the force in the energy crisis of 1970 caused by in 1970 there was an energy crisis where all the curtailment of the shipments from the Middle East, and the fuel could not be supplied to different parts of the world. So there was an energy crisis. It has been recognized that the heavy reliance on the fossil fuel has, if we are totally dependent on fossil fuel, it will impact the environment. The Indian government has taken steps for utilization of renewable sources. So you have been reading and you have heard also that the government has taken steps for using alternate sources of energy. In 1981, the Department of Conservation was used. Conventional sources of energy were promoted, and their solar energy and the other sources of energy apart from petroleum were set up. There are many types of renewable sources of energy, which are mainly solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, tidal, the force of the tides, and biomass and bio waste. So these are the main sources of energy which are used as a non-conventional sources, means which are not common in the earth. The first source of energy described is solar energy. Now, why is solar energy called a non-conventional source? Because it is not commonly used in every part, but it is considered to be a everlasting sources. Till the time there will be life on the earth, the solar energy will be present in different part, in every part of the earth. The solar energy has been present in millions of years, and sun has large amount of energy which can be used to fulfill all energy requirements of the world. The energy supply, however, now what are the advantages of solar energy? You know that it is free of cost, it is available, and but it has got some disadvantages also. These energy requirement disadvantages are which can be affected by human activities. It is the biggest form of renewable source of energy which is present in the earth. We have read it in the previous chapter. In science also you have read that a very small part of the total solar energy present on the earth is used by human beings, and the main part of the solar energy is not used. Now when man uses solar energy for using his work, this solar radiation can be used by man at every time, but it has got some drawbacks also. The solar energy radiated from the sun reaches the living organism, and the solar radiation can be converted into heat or it can be converted into electricity. You know solar energy is used for what? The two main types of devices which are used to use in solar energy are the thermal power plant, that is the solar energy, the thermal, where solar energy is used to generate heat, and these are the thermal energy, the flat plate conflicts, and the concentrated collectors. The solar energy is converted into heat with the help of solar collectors and devices. A large arrays consisting of thousands of these are used for producing heat, and this is how solar energy is considered to be a main source of energy for man on the earth. Then there are solar energies. This energies can be used to concentrate. Now solar energy is spread in different parts of the earth, but if you concentrate the energy, collect the solar energy and focus it on one area, then this energy can not only generate electricity but can also produce high temperature which can be used for not only cooking food but for heating different appliances, and it is called a conventional, so it is a non-polluting fuel. So what are the different uses of solar energy? It can be used for heating water, it can be used for cooking food, it can be used for generating electricity, and it can be used for in the industries. So it is a non-polluting fuel.